In my free time, I do a lot of creative activities. I draw, I paint, I collage a lot. This is actually one of my sketchbook covers. I decorated the inside cover as well. Ta-da. I also am a huge music person. Music is a very big part of my identity. It's like, even when I was a baby, like one of the few things that could get me to quiet down, because Lord knows I cried a lot, was my parents putting on like this one jazz CD that they got at a gas station one time. And then I also just listened to music a lot. It's a huge part of me, and I felt like I connect to a lot of lyrics, and I just love good, well-written lyrics. And then speaking of writing, I also am a big writer, author. I wouldn't consider myself an author. I actually have had some poetry published in a poetry magazine. And then I also write prose-esque short stories. So like short stories that sound like they're being read as poems. I love writing. It's been a very great outlet for me in all my life. Right now, I am living with my family, which consists of my mother, my father, my 2 brothers, and then we also have 3 pets. One of them is mine. So we have a dog named Nutmeg, we have a cat named Chewbacca, and then my cat is named Phoebe, and she is a sassy little jerk, but I love her nonetheless. I would describe myself as adventurous. And it's not necessarily in the explorer sense of the word, but more so I make adventures for myself through my writing. I get into the mind of a character usually when I'm writing or making art, and that's how I tell stories, which is also another part of me. I would describe myself as a storyteller of my own story and of stories that I can come up with in this noggin of mine. I would also say that I'm independent and I am a messy person. It's hard for me to stay organized. I have like a system, but it's not organized. It's organized chaos. I would also say that I'm a smart person. I've always sought knowledge out and wanted to seek it out. And so I've just always been a learner. I would say that I'm also religious, but following that, I would say that I'm also unorthodox. I am Christian, but not necessarily in the way that a lot of people would consider that to be. So when they think of that word, and then I would also say that I am loud, both in mouth and spirit. I am a loud person, but also I'm a very passionate and vibrant person. I would say that my art is fairly influenced by other artists, such as Magritte and Artemisia Gentileschi and Vasily Kandinsky, and a plethora of other artists, as well as just artists who I know personally. I would also say that it's also influenced by performance artists, because I like to incorporate some of the more abstract motives and themes into my own artwork and utilize it for my pieces that I make. I would also say that the style that I make is hard to describe, but it's kind of akin to surrealist medieval art, because I use more 2D shapes, but a lot of the styles that I will use is like surrealism. And then it's just also generally impacted by my special interests, because I'm very interested in angels and biblical symbolism, and that a lot of those things show up in my art. I spend a lot of my money on stickers and other stuff on Etsy. I can't wait to turn 18 because then I can actually run my own Etsy store, and I really would love to do that. So a lot of these stickers on here are from Etsy, and then I got a lot of these from Leftovers, etc., which is essentially a thrift store, but just for artists and like teachers also. And it's a really great store, and it's very cheap, but I spend a fair amount of money there because I love getting stickers from there.